Well, hello there, Deno. I'm back at it with a fucking another video because today's topic is Zephyr. Now, Zephyr is honestly one of the best frames in this game, in my opinion. Not the best. She has a couple flaws, you know, that other frames don't have. But honestly, I don't give a shit because she's really fucking good. Now we're just gonna go jump into the abilities of what she could do, and we're actually gonna test her out against Steel Path enemies. Um, so let's just get started. Her first ability is a really great movement fucking tool when it works. Well, it works all the time, but I'm gonna explain. But it's really good. It's really fucking good. She's also able to float like this, which ties in with her passive, which we'll get into. But the problem I have with this ability is, once again, like with the Ureli video, is tile sets, bro. She sucks when like you're in tight maps that have a lot of hallways and a lot of fucking like just tight corners and all this other shit. She just sucks for that. Literally. But basically, you know, most of the time when you have a gripe with a movement ability, like yeah, you can say the same thing with Gauss, but you could just do normal movement for the time being until you get to like another open space where you can use those like really good movement tools, right? Um, her second ability, which is honestly a really decent grouping tool in my opinion. I can't really show you. I probably should right now, but it's really good. It's really good. You just boink and then bomb. Look at that. Look at that. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. This group is all of them. I know Nidus's grouping ability is better. I'm pretty sure because I have seen people subsume this out with that one. But other than that, oh, actually, that's the second use. I totally forgot about it. Like it just popped in my fucking brain. But nobody uses it. Nobody uses it. If you hold down the ability button, yoink, you could just throw them. You could just throw them. Now her third ability is actually one of the best abilities in this fucking game. Not the best, but it has damage immunity. What the fuck? My Wi-Fi just died. Okay, that's gonna put a dent into this video. That's weird. Never mind. That was so weird. Sorry for that. Now, her third ability, like I said, one of the best damage reduction or damage immunity abilities. Not the best one, of course, because it does has a couple flaws, but other than that, is really good. So we're just gonna yoink, yoink, and then yoink. Now I can just walk up to these enemies and they can't do shit, bro. Look at this. You just deflect all bullets. Any range attack that's happening to you, you'll deflect. Not any range attack. Besides AoEs. Anything that has to do with explosive, AoEs, shit that doesn't really have bullets, right? You will get hit. But honestly, you can avoid most of that by just running around, just being movement as possible. But it's really fucking good. Look at this. You just take no damage. You don't have to build for, like, you don't have to. And even if I do die by like AOE, if my Kavat is still alive, which honestly I gotta make it more tanky. If my Kavat is still alive, I have a mod on it, and that makes it where it revives me. So if you have the same thing for your Kavat, you can honestly just put a Kavat on with your Zephyr, and not worry about dying by AOE attack, because the moment you do go down, you get instantly revived. But it's super fucking good, dude. It is like one of the best like damage immunities. Besides, you know, it having a couple weaknesses. It having a couple weaknesses, so like I said, AOE attacks, anything that has explosives, just anything that just bypasses this, which there are quite a few that bypass this. But most of the time, 90% of the time, enemies are shooting at your ass. So you're good. Also, this doesn't deflect melee attacks either. So melee attackers are also able to get near you. But come on, bro. You're playing as Zephyr, bro. You're constantly moving. You ain't staying still for no melee attacker to fucking ever reach your ass. Which is hilarious. Now her fourth ability, really fucking crack as well. It just spreads your damage reduction. But before we get into that, let's get into her passive. Her passive just makes it like just two parts. She's able to move in the air faster, like just way faster than normal. Look at that, just really good. This is really fucking good. Look at the distance you could cover that. What's the point of the first ability where you could just do that? Look at that. That's my problem with the first ability is that her passive just makes it like obsolete. Look at this. You don't like, yeah, sure, this is faster. Sure, yeah, that's faster. But you don't need it. You can just assume it for like a armor strip, which we're gonna get into with the damage showcase. But like, look at this. You could just gain the same distance. The same distance. Look at that. First ability, yeah, like I said, it's faster. But honestly, if you really don't care about the speed of how you traverse like big gaps like this, then fuck it, bro. Just assume that shit, bro. Immediately. Immediately. If you're like a new player or someone in the mid game that doesn't have Helmuth, then keep it because honestly, it might be your best mobility tool. Especially if you don't have like any of the like an Archwing launcher for any of the open worlds. Really good because then Zephyr could just zoom around the map by herself. Really good. Titania can also do the same thing. So Titania is also beginner friendly as well if you're trying to get into that early grind. Now, other than that, the passive also does it makes like you fall slower, I guess. Like it's okay. Nothing to really complain about falling slower. I guess it's kind of weird, but hey, it's cool. And now the third part of the ability is you get 150. I think it's critical, like 150% critical hit chance. I'm pretty sure it. Could go read into it right now. Yeah, 150 critical hit chance with weapons while airborne. Yeah, so it's really good. You just gain criticals for any fucking weapon you're currently like using while you're in the air floating like this. So it's one of the best passives, not the best passives. Not the best passive. Oh Lord Jesus, English today. Not the best passive, but one of the best passives. It's really up there, really up there. Now damage check. Now this is fun because I didn't get to do this in my Ureli video because Ureli was built like shit. Not Ureli. Um, Ivara. Pretty sure that was the last video I made. Uh, now the thing is, she is a weapon frame. If you know that terminology, it just means she relies on her weapons to do most of the damage, and not I. My Kavat is being a little bitch, but she relies on her weapons more than her abilities to do damage, which isn't a problem. Which isn't a problem. I do like frames that rely on their weapons are pretty cool. I just gotta make sure that the power ties in with that. Colorvo's really good. Colorvo's really good, but Colorvo doesn't heavily rely on weapons. You know what I mean? He just spreads damage like a fucking madman, which is really good because depending on the weapon you're using, with high damage, like if you're using a sniper, and if you still use snipers for like any other mission besides idle hunting, oh my god. But if you use Colorvo with a sniper, mwah, I might make a Colorvo video next, to be honest. But like okay, I was gonna disable this Kavat so she doesn't really get in the way. Now she's really good. My weapons aren't. I'm using the Phantasma right now. I have an Ignis Wraith, but Ignis Wraith isn't really built crazy, so I'm using Phantasma. So let's just get to started. So we're just gonna yoink, and then we're gonna yoink, and then we're gonna yoink, and then we're just gonna. Now you could definitely kill these enemies way faster than what I did. You could definitely do tens of hundreds of damage. Not even that, millions of damage. There we go, millions of damage in just one go with that. But it's super super good, bro. Especially if you play solo or if you're playing in Steel Path and you have a shit ton of enemies for most of your team to actually because you know that feeling when you're in like mid-level missions, right? Just normal star chart, and you're trying to do a mission, and you play as like you play a character that really needs a lot of enemies to make you feel powerful, because Zephyr is like that. Because if you don't have a shit ton of enemies around you to just group up and just slaughter, she kind of gets like, oh man, I really wish I could use her tornado ability right now so I could group up all these enemies and kill them off. But the enemies are already dead because some fucking Bolt nuked them or some shit like that, or Ember. But in Steel Path she's really good because enemies are fucking countless and relentless. But But other than that, she has really no big flaws besides her third ability be like having open holes in them that you should like. I don't know. I don't want to give her a full damage, like damage immunity because we have so many frames with damage immunity. Like I know certain people won't call it Rhino because Rhino just gets another health bar with this iron skin. But that's come on, this is immunity. You're immune to damage. Revenant, straight up immune, straight up immune. Even some Warframes have the ability to just cheat death. They don't even need damage reduction. Fucking what's her name? The Goth with her ability, literally, oh cheat death. What's the point? No need for damage reduction if you can't fucking die, right? But like it's really good compared to any of the other damage like regular damage reduction abilities. I know Baruch has one with his knives, but that is like like a scarce resource because the fucking knives like fucking fly away when you're close to an enemy to jam their guns. There needs to be an augment for that where the knives don't fly away and you keep the knives, right? You keep the knives. There needs to be an augment. There probably is. I gotta check into that because if there is, you can honestly make Baruch a super fucking tank, like Lord Jesus. But wait, we ain't. This ain't no Baruch video. It's Zephyr. But really good damage, really good passive, decent mobility tool. But most time, if not, you're gonna helmet this ability with something else. And primarily, I think a really good thing to put on her is armor stripping. Because once you armor strip, you really don't have to worry about how good your weapon needs to be. Yes, your weapon needs to be good to actually do enough damage to high level enemies. But once most of the enemies are armor stripped and you group them all up, they are dead. They are dead, straight up. They gone. They ain't surviving anything. It's really good. But other than that, no complaints besides the ones I stated earlier. Really good frame. She needs more love. I know there's a hidden community, not hidden, but I know there's a community out there that plays Zephyr, but I need to see her more because I've only seen her a couple of times, and I really, really need this character to pop off again. Now, before we end this video, personal story for this frame. I really thought she was trash before I started getting like playing her because I remember I crafted her normal variant ages ago and I played her and I just thought she was terrible, bro. She was like tornadoes suck, just fucking everything sucks, bro. She just doo doo, and I was like, damn, bro. And then I got her prime, and I was like, fuck it, I'm grinding primes. Might as well get Zephyr prime, super fucking easy. Got her, and I was like, okay, I might as well just play as her, right? And so I started playing as her a bit, and then I started watching videos and shit like that. And Zephyr's crack. Zephyr's honestly fucking crack. Not a hidden gem because people know that Zephyr is fucking crack. It's just like Zephyr heavily relies on her guns, but the moment you get armor stripped, you don't have to really think too hard about modding your weapons to be absolutely fucking perfect, right? Because like right now my weapon isn't modded, right? Like it is modded, but like it's not that crazy good. It's not that like crazy good shit. Besides, boom, status chance, direct damage per. That's why I have the Epitaph, so I could do more damage. Um, and then this multi shot, which I honestly probably would remove, but let's just keep it there for now. But honestly, if I could get a Riven for this, then I could probably make this higher. As you can see, it's doing radiation, but that's because it's a primarily a radiation weapon. And I just wanted to make it just pure fire, but you can't. So I honestly might replace like this with another status, so I could get like probably like corrosive or something. But other than that, with the personal story, yeah, I got nothing else to say about our girl. Besides my fashion, bro. Look at clean I fucking look. Look how clean I look. One of the best actual skins in this game. I'm gonna be honest. But it looks so fucking good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm so good right here. Alright, but enough tooting my own horn with my own fashion. Thank you for watching. Next video is probably gonna be about vaults. Maybe. I really don't want to get super heated. Like, I don't want to get fucking blasted in the comments if I make a vault video for making like a simple mistake, right? Because, I don't play vault like that, but I do love vault, right? But vault is so versatile. It's gonna be hard to like mention everything that he could do at the top of my head, right? Because I don't do certain activities. I don't do idle hunting. I know he's really good for that, but I wouldn't know personally because I haven't used him for idle hunting, so I can't really state anything for that. But we'll see. Either be Vault, Colorvo, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It was whatever. It's whatever. I might see in the comments if somebody wants me to make a video about the Warframe they want me to review. I was thinking Ash because Ash needs some love, and I have some really strong words about Ash, but I'm saving that video for a bit. I'm saving that video for a bit. Okay, but on a good note, enjoy your day. Have a good one.